Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Let's take a look at the tech landscape for April 2025. So, in tournament news, we have the February Intermediate Tournament ongoing. It's finishing up. I just got done covering one set of the semifinal matches, and I'm going to do the other one here in about another hour. And those will be streamed and recorded on this channel, so you guys can check those out if you'd like. But let's see where we are in the standings. So I just covered the Cap 88 and Prof Tech, and I will be covering the Gruppler and Anchor later on today. In other tournament news, the Dragon Cup will be starting up soon, and that is a single elimination tournament, and the champion of that is crowned the Dragon for the year. So this is an annual tournament, and usually you get a giant imaginary trophy, but this year I will be throwing in a painted miniature dragon. If you are interested, registration for that should open up later on this week. I believe it's April 5th. Yep, registration April 5th to the 19th, and sign up for that if you're interested. It is open to all. You don't need to be a member of the U.S. Tax Association. You don't need to be in the U.S. You can just sign up and throw your hat in the ring. If you'd like to see my process for printing that and painting it, I've got a video on this channel you guys can check out as well. Big shout out to my wife for designing that. She made a few designs. I chose one for this year, and then I've also chosen my pick for next year. So I'm excited about that coming up. Other formal play, we have the TAC League Season 4 is ongoing. That started last week. Already gotten a few games in. Well, I've gotten one game in, but a few games in the league have been played. And so if you guys want to keep track of that, I probably won't be streaming those games, but they are available like all the games on the Playtech history. In casual play, we have another casual play event, just kind of a chat and play, informal, unrated games. Stop by the Discord, hop on the voice channel if you want. We'll be discussing our thoughts on, who knows, sandwiches, anything, and playing some tech. After this event, which is the 17th, is the next one. After that event, I'm going to be looking at the timing of those and making sure that we're hitting the kind of broad range of time zones that encompass the world. It's a tough task, but we will try and adjust those so that everyone has a good opportunity to play. There are also some forums starting up on the Discord, and those are for in-person meetups. So if you find one in your geographical area, then that's awesome. I would advise you to, or encourage you to check those out. And if there's not one in your area, then I say go ahead and start one, and let's keep spreading tech. In convention news, our Gen Con events have been approved for consideration, which is one step away from them going live. Event registration opens up is going to be noon Eastern Time on May 18th. I know Gen Con's almost 5 months away, but it is a very large convention, and especially things like housing and events do fill up fast. So if you are planning on being in the Indianapolis area anytime around then, I would highly advise that you get the ball rolling and get your place at the table. We usually have some nice custom prizes for attendees for the Gen Con convention, and I'll be building those probably starting this month. I aim to do about one a month, so we have a good spread probably for custom prizes along with our usual coins, books, things like that, stickers to give away at the table. New tech resources coming out this month. I have my book on the Hug opening. That's set to be published and available on Amazon the 22nd of this month, and that's a 160-page book on just the Hug opening. So A1, B1, and that's the first in a series of 3 books that I plan on doing on openings. I'm going to start with the Hug and then venture into the Night and finish up with the Center Squabble. Another resource that I want to bring to you guys, apart from the streamed commentary for these games that other people play, are kind of walking you through a championship training program that I'm going to be trying out. Not a program to sell to people, but just kind of my own personal way of how I'm preparing for this. I know the championship is not going to be for another year and a half, but I need all the help I can get, so I'm going to get started early this year or this cycle. In tech crafting news, Our newly minted tack craftsman, Jonathan Woods, has posted another prototype board on the Discord. I'll share that with you guys here. He should be getting his shop rolling soon, and you guys will have another option for getting custom boards made and still be kind of in line with our craftsman licensing process. So you might be asking, well, Bill, don't you do custom sets? Why would you promote someone else on your site or your channel? And the answer to that is that I, I do custom sets, but I also believe that TAC as a community needs more than just a few individuals doing things like this. We need kind of a robust supply chain for those that want custom sets. And my style is different than another craftsman. So I like what Jonathan's bringing to the table and the board. And I'm excited to see someone else get into this and be able to provide you guys with more options because it's really just important that tech gets out to more people, whether that's through me, through someone else, online, in person. It's a community building process, and it's not just me heading things up. It is all you guys watching this, all the players, everyone that makes this community what it is. And speaking of custom sets, I got some feedback on a backpacking bento box that I made for one of our members. Commissioned it. He commissioned it last year, I believe, and then took it on quite the trip. And I'll share some of that here with you. And so he carried this set 486 miles on his trip. And I don't know if that's the longest distance that a taxi has traveled on foot, but I'm excited to see that. And I believe that's going to wrap things up for the April news. I'm sure more things will happen as the month goes on, and I will kind of keep you guys apprised of that. Thanks for stopping by.